around some young'uns, they promise to be the same. That's what the big game's all about. It happens every year. We lose a few of our heroes, but find others who know no fear. We see them giving all they know. We see them giving their best shot. 'Cause whether unknown or famous, you gotta give it all you got. That season was a good one. We saw a big man walking tall. But who will it be this year to collect the greatest prize of all?
In the Stones Bitter League Championship, first position Widnes entertain second place Saints. Saints just losing ground at home to Wigan on Good Friday, going down by the odd point, 10 points to 9. But we've got to do it all today. It's muck and nettles today. If they don't come through, Widnes only have an away fixture at Hunslet, which shouldn't be much problem to them. So it's up to Saints now to get the points and put it beyond doubt. Widnes, as I said, first in the league championship. They've played 24, won 18, 6 losses, 5-5, 9-4, 2-9, 1 against, and 36 points. Whereas St Helens, 2 games in hand, but they're 4 points behind. This is why this game's vital. They've won 16, lost 6, with 5-7, 1-4, 2-8, 1 against, and 32 points. Widnes, last Sunday, they come in for a bit of a battering at Wigan. They got beaten by 28 points to 2, but Wigan came to Saints on Good Friday, as I said before, and beat them by 10 points to 9. So the Fats are right in the fire now, and we can only hope for a good game today. Pleasant conditions, just a slight breeze, sunny day, and hopefully a good game in store. As we know, earlier in the season, in the league fixture on New Year's Day, well, it was January the 3rd actually, it was at Nosey Road, and Saints, they beat Widnes out of sight 25 points to 0. It was without Kurt Sorensen that day. He's in the pack today. He's certainly the leader, he's the key man, and Saints will have to take care of him today. So we're just waiting for the teams to come out now. Saints pushed out onto the pitch. Paul Groves retaining his captaincy, as he was chose captain for the Good Friday game versus Wigan at Nosey Road. Andy Platt back in the loose forward berth. Internal wrangles at Nosey Road with Andy Platt. He was placed on the transfer list. 175,000. He's out here today in the Saints pack, strengthening the Saints pack. Here from the Widnes side, out on the pitch, prolific try scorer Martin O'Fire. There he is, just with the ball. Out to captain Kurt Sorensen. So a tremendous game in prospect. Stuart Evans back at number 10 for Saints. After nasty wisdom tooth, he had operation for it, but he had lots of problems with it. With this team, they're just moving up, limbering up. Today's match day official is Mr. Holdsworth, who officiated in the cup final at Wembley last season when Saints went down to Halifax. Both captains there coming to the centre spot now. Paul Groves and Kurt Sorensen shaking hands with the officials. This is in effect the League Championship Cup final. First and second positions all to play for. If Saints go down today, well, They still have to wait till Widnes play Hunslet away. I can't see Widnes having much problem there, so it's up to the Saints. They've got to do it, make it count today. Still 3 games left, the Saints. Widnes, beg your pardon, Leeds at home next Sunday. Then Hull away midweek, that's a nasty fixture. And then Swinton away, completing the league fixture at home. Swinton at home, I beg your pardon, completing the league fixtures. Both teams changing round now, and Widnes will be playing down to the lower house lane end, away from the scoreboard. Terrific crowd here at Widnes. Every nook and cranny. Real local derby. Always get a good crowd, but for these derbies, the Wigan and the Widnes fixtures, Widnes not a well supported side really. They're only getting about 3 or 4 thou. Saints crowds improving. So it's Widnes to kick off. Number 1, Duncan Platt, brother of Saints loose forward Andy. Mr. Holsworth ready to start the game, I should say. And away we go. Duncan Platt kicks off. Kicks deep. Barry Ledger takes it behind his own line, drives forward, just loses his footing. Number 12, Paul Hume, quickly in there, bundles him down, but it's Saints with the ball. Andy Platt now, driving forward. Mike O'Neill and Richie Ayres take him down. Saints moving the ball quickly. On to David Tanner. Kevin McCormick on his outside. Well, Kevin McCormick playing his first game since they played Saints played Wigan at Central Park in the traditional Boxing Day fixture. He had a hamstring injury and was subject to knees in the back by Adrian Shelford. He's playing his first team game since that injury. Saints kick upfield. Duncan Platt gathers the ball. In his own 25, he goes crossfield. Tony Burke temporarily stops him, and brother Andy comes in to complete the tackle. Bill McKenzie get it going on to Kurt Sorensen. Tremendous form with this Sorensen. He's the one you've got to watch. You'll have to bang him down. You contain Sorensen and you'll contain Widnes. It's Widnes now, moving it to the left. Referee Holsworth penalises the Saints for offside at the play of the ball. So Widnes getting the first penalty of the game. Barry Dowd coming up. Kicks for touch, a tremendous kick off Dowd. Was over the far side stand. Bill McKenzie. Widnes wanted a quick start there, but McKenzie fumbled the ball. Sorensen coming through as the first man. John Fieldhouse there, second row forward for Saints, playing with the headgear on. He had a nasty head cut against Wigan on Good Friday, which had to be strapped up. He's got protective gear on today. It's Widnes still in possession, just inside the Saints half. McKenzie takes it on to Richie Ayres. Taken down by Tony Burke and Neil Holding. McKenzie going blindside. Tanner and Burke bring him down. Rick Thackeray moving in at dummy half, takes it left to Richie Ayres, left again to David Hume, and Widnes moving it to crossfield. Saints moving up very quickly. And the touch judge on this side with a pink flag going on, obviously seeing something in the tackle, and going reporting to the referee Holsworth. Stuart Evans being brought over and being spoken to, going in with a thump. The interpretation of that referee Holsworth signal. So Widnes gets a penalty. Only about 5 yards inside the Saints half. Centre field, right in line with the centre spot and the goalposts. Well within his capabilities. It's going to be a hefty kick. I think they have got the aid of a slight breeze blowing down to the lower house lane end. There's not much in it though. Well, it's Duncan Platt. He's been entrusted with the kicking duties today. Plenty of quiet here. Duncan Platt with a fire on his outside. Obviously a fire going to chase this ball up. Takes it to the left of the sticks and it goes directly dead. So it's going to be a 25-yard drop out. Saints forced to drop out from their own 25 from that penalty. Duncan Platt kicking the ball dead. So Phil Weavers lofts a high one. Duncan Platt under it quite safely. Drives towards the halfway. Was crossfield, John Fieldhouse and Chris Arkwright quickly in there. Bouncing to the ground. A fire at dummy half. He's looking for the action, a fire. Lovely short ball there onto number 10, Mike O'Neill. Martin Afire, the league's and Widnes leading try scorer, has just broken Frank Myler's try scoring record. Well, the Widnes crowd calling for a high tackle, but it was round the shoulder, indicated by referee Holdsworth. He has given a penalty, so Widnes receiving the penalty, the third penalty in quick succession. Only 4.5 minutes of the game gone, Widnes with 3 penalties to Saints 0. It did indicate it was a shoulder high tackle, referee Holdsworth, but he penalised Saints. Now whether that was for another incident, I don't know, but Widnes find touch 10 yards from the Saints 25. It's David Hume to restart. Fieldhouse and Tony Burke quickly in there. Saddle the man with the ball, Derek Pike. Change of direction now as Paul Hume. Well into passing from Widnes. Number 10 now, Mike O'Neill flicks it back. Widnes keeping it alive onto Sorensen, but a knock on being ruled. I was watching the ball there, and obviously a knock on in that interpassing. Quick play from Widnes. Flicking the ball out, keeping it alive, and the first scrum of the match, Neil holding to feed. Saints head and ball, Saints come away with the ball, onto Laughlin. Widnes move up very quickly, Saints first touch, virtually apart from at the kick-off. Paul Groves now. Dummy half, onto Neil Holding, short ball onto John Fieldhouse. Phil Mackenzie in there with Derek Pike. Mackenzie looking to snatch the ball out of Fieldhouse's grip. David Tanner right in front of us in the left centre. Solid tackle in there, but the touch judge this time choosing not to go on. Beavers at dummy half, takes it to Neil Holding. Bounces off the Widnes player. On to number 7, David Hume. Goes on a diagonal run. Beats one, but Paul Laughlin brings him down. Solid tackling from Laughlin. Looking forward to being in Mal Riley's test squad, which is going to be picked tomorrow or Tuesday. Widnes there. Saw the gap in the Saints defence temporarily, I might say. He tried to go through and the gap closed. Chris Arkwright and Roy Haggerty quickly in there, closed him down. But it's Widnes in possession. Bringing the ball to the right. Flicks it back to number 12 now, Paul Hume. Good break from Hume, just as his ankle's tapped. Good tackle there from the Saints there, Hume. Widnes now, bringing it to the right. Getting a bit bottled up. On to number 10, Mike O'Neill. Flicks it left to Andy Courier. Fieldhouse quickly in there with David Tanner. But it's Widnes now, keeping the ball alive, looking very lively. On to Kurt Sorensen. Here's the man, you've got to get in there, bring him down. John Fieldhouse stops him, and then 3 other Saints come in to complete the tackle. It's the last tackle of the set of 6 for Widnes now. The ball coming back to Barry Dowd. He kicks upfield. Barry Ledger lets it bounce, catches it safely. Comes crossfield, Ledger. Just brought down short of the Saints 25. Beavers attacked in half-back. Brings it to his left. Just penetrates the 25 now. Paul Groves spreads it left. Short ball onto Stuart Evans. Now Saints have to spread it quickly. Widnes moving up very quickly, and Saints will have to try and beat this Widnes movement. Quick ball onto Haggerty there. There's the gap. Onto Laughlin. Ledger on his outside. They take Laughlin over to the far side touch and bundle him into touch. Quick break there. Roy Haggerty lurking on that right wing. Flick the ball onto Paul Laughlin, but tremendous Widnes tackling, got over there and bounced him right into touch. So scrum down 10 yards inside the Saints half. It's Widnes head and ball. It's David Hume to feed at the second attempt. Looked like second row, but the referee right on the job. Widnes breaking through. Number 3, Andy Courier, driving towards the line, brought down 20 yards short. Good plan move from Widnes there. Split the Saints defence wide open. Inside now, off Derek Pike to number 6, Barry Dowd. Widnes still in possession, being forced back towards the Saints 25 line. Last tackle indicated, I think, by referee Holsworth. No, he must have just been lining the Saints out as Rick Thackeray gets taken down with the ball. Phil McKenzie at dummy half takes it to the left to Dowd. Short ball to Pike. He tries to release it. John Fieldhouse gathers the ball. Tremendous tackle from Fieldhouse on Pike. Knocked the ball from his hands, and Fieldhouse follows up and gathers the ball. So Saints now spreading it to the right. Andy Platt, shoulder down and drives in. Tremendous forward Andy Platt, but internal troubles with the Saints, and he's on the list at 175,000. But he's playing today. Roy Haggerty now pitches the ball back. It's kicked on. The chase is on for Widnes. Phil Beavers up there. Very bravely goes down on that ball, Beavers, with Barry Dowd and Phil McKenzie following it up. And Saints back in possession. David Tanner from acting half-back, driving forward. Brought down short of the 25. Tremendous try, line clearing run from David Tanner there. Stuart Evans, I think that is, driving forward. Sorensen and Derek Pike bring him down. And Saints moving it to the right, then change of direction to the left. Looked like a head-high tackle there from Widnes, but referee Holsworth right on the job. He's not having any this time. It was Andy Platt there coming through, but the ball going back to Neil Holding. Kicked crossfield to a Fire's wing, but it doesn't go into touch. A Fire gathers it. First real touch for this prolific try-scoring winger. He's brought down there at the first tackle. Barry Ledger, his opposite marker, brings him down. Super tackle in the Widnes 25. Duncan Platt at dummy half. Brought down right on the Widnes 25, and it's Widnes pegged in their own 25 for the first time. Spreading it to the right. Derek Pike there, brought down by Andy Platt and Chris Arkwright. The ball being kicked upfield. Phil Beavers well positioned, gathers it safely. Drives towards the halfway, pushes one off and just brought down over the halfway, just penetrating the Widnes half. Stuart Evans at dummy half, on to Chris Arkwright. Saints moving it to the right. Lofty pass from Fieldhouse, just went a bit astray, but Ledger tidies up. Has to take the tackle. An awkward ball there, a long ball from Fieldhouse. Drifted a bit in the breeze. Fieldhouse again, on to Roy Haggerty, gets the Saints going. Haggerty feeds back to Neil Holding, looking for the gap. Holding changing direction. Trying to burrow a way through, but a tremendous defensive display from Widnes. Holding firm, just 12 minutes of the game gone. No score at present. Chris Arkwright now. Play anywhere Arkwright, started off in the centre. Up to the forwards, loose forward, and he's here at standoff today. Roy Haggerty there, lurking on the right wing. Forced into touch. 10 yards inside the Widnes half. Puts a scrum down with a Widnes head and ball. It's David Hume to feed for Widnes, with Roy Haggerty being forced into touch by some solid Widnes tackling. Well, feeding at that scrum. You didn't notice the other one before. Just one scrum each, one clean scrum each, I should say. And the Saints awarded the penalty. That's the Saints' first penalty of the match after 13 minutes play. So Neil Holding to gain further yardage. Finds touch just inside the Widnes 25. First attack for Saints. 6 tackles, and they've got to put it together now, trying to get a score on the board. Roy Haggerty, bobbing and weaving, gets the ball back to Arkwright. The gap on the right there. Arkwright going through, beats one tackle, drives forward, brought down 10-15 yards short of the Widnes line. Fieldhouse, the ball flicked up to Platt, but it goes back. Platt, crossfield, straightens up. Solid run from Andy Platt, brought down less than 10 yards from the Widnes line. Saints now bringing it left. Neil Holding Lofted pass to Paul Loughlin. David Tanner just brought down a couple of yards short of the Widnes try line. Saints now. Fieldhouse across the line. Neil Holding. Quick ball onto Vivers. Back to Paul Groves. He lofts the high up and under. A fire touches it. It comes back. A fire gathers it. Well, super tackle there. Barry Ledger brings down a fire, but he moves it. He flicks the ball on to Kirk Sorensen, I think it is. But he's brought down in turn. But it could have so easily been a try for Saints there. Widnes moving it quickly. Richie Ayres on the break. Inside to number 3, Andy Currier. Widnes on the break now. Short ball to Phil McKenzie. Solid tackle there. Tony Burke covered some ground there. Burke and come cross field. McKenzie plays the ball illegally in my view. But keeps Widnes going. Scrum half, David Hume. The ball's loose. Duncan Platt's following it up. But a forward pass being ruled by referee Holdsworth. Well, some very exciting rugby. Both teams putting it together there. Saints putting pressure on the last tackle. I think it was the up and under. A bit of a fluff with the ball, but it came back to Widnes and they moved upfield. They gained about 50 yards upfield and they brought down 10 yards short of the Saints 25. It's a scrum down with the Saints head and ball. Neil Holding to feed. Saints gather the ball. Take it to the right. Phil Vivers links up with his backs, looking for the return pass on to Neil Holding. Saints looking a little bunched centre field. Neil Holding has to take the tackle. Andy Platt steps up, attacking half-back. Saints move it to the right, and to Roy Haggerty. Always looking for the break, Haggerty. Very elusive character. He covers some ground in the 80 minutes of a match, and always gives 110%. Paul Groves, dummy half. Moves it to the left. Chris Arkwright straightens up. Drives towards the halfway line. Feeds on to Paul Groves. Outrageous dummy from Groves. Typical characteristic trademark of Groves, but Sorensen brings him down. He nearly took the dummy. Sorensen and McKenzie bring him down. Widnes moving up very quickly, I was just about to say. And referee Holdsworth, it looks as though he's penalised Paul Hume for moving up too quickly at the play of the ball. So penalty for Saints, and Paul Doherty, Saints substitute, coming on the Sandman. Paul Loughlin is going to have a go for goal. Paul Loughlin, Saints leading goal scorer with 92 conversions. Stepping up now, difficult kick, but a high one, but it goes to the left of the posts, waved away by the touch judges. So both teams, both sides with a go at goal from a penalty award, and Widnes now forced to drop out from their own 25. Barry Ledger comes in field, takes it on the full, driving over to the left wing from his position on the right. Takes the tackle from Phil McKenzie, 10 yards short of the halfway line. Fieldhouse, blindside from dummy half position. Brought down by number 3, Andy Currier, and Barry Dowd. Saints now, taking it to the right. Pike and McKenzie gets through some tackling in a game, this McKenzie. Certainly a live wire player. Neil Holding, diagonal grubber kick through, saw fire moving up. But the ball's going to bounce in field. A fire gathers it safely. 10 yards from his own line now. Brought down and forced back. Unceremoniously dumped to the ground by Chris Arkwright, and Stuart Evans quickly up there. Widnes now moving it to the right. Quick ball, goes down. Paul Hume couldn't gather it. It's quickly up there. David Tanner, I think it is. No, Neil Holding, I beg your pardon. Fieldhouse at dummy half. Saints approaching the Widnes 25 now. Spreading it to the right quickly. Haggerty. Well, crossing movement rule with Roy Haggerty and Andy Platt just getting tangled up there. So Widnes received a penalty for the crossing. always a live wire forward. This Roy Haggerty, he moved over quickly to the right, but just a little tangle. Widnes get the penalty, and Barry Dowd steps up to kick for touch. He finds touch 10 yards from the halfway. Mackenzie to restart. Sorensen, short ball from Mackenzie. Taken down at the first tackle by Fieldhouse and Tony Burke. Widnes fluent play, change of direction. Obviously planned tactics by Widnes master coach Dougie Lawton. Derek Pike there takes it to the left. Lofted ball from Pike. As I said, these change of directions, they're moving it to the right, then they take it to the left. But a lofted pass from Pike, and the Widnes man couldn't take it. The ball goes down. It's Saints' head and ball. It's 10 yards inside the Widnes half. Saints just tidying up on the scrums, 2-1 at present. It's Neil Holding to feed. No score, and just halfway through this first half at Norton Park. Holding from the base of the scrum onto Chris Arkwright. Takes it blindside. Arkwright still stood up. Feeds it back onto Andy Platt. Coming crossfield, Platt tormenting the defence. Beavers links up. Overlap on the left for Saints. Onto David Tanner. Kevin McCormick can't gather it, but number 2, Rick Thackeray, comes in there with a rather high tackle on McCormick. Going unnoticed by the touch judge and the referee. In the scrum. Take one against the head there. Neil Holding bursting through. Saints with the tails up now. Platt. Onto Arkwright. Beavers linking up. Onto David Tanner. He can't gather the ball. Has to turn round and drop on it. Unfortunate for Saints. Two-man overlap on Tanner's right. It moved across from the left centre over to the right to make the extra man. A two-man overlap on his right, but he knocks on. So it's a scrum down right on the Widnes 25. David Hume to feed. Widnes come up with the ball. But they lose it. It comes on Saints' side. Beavers side is up. Feeds on to David Tanner again. Inside to Kevin McCormick. Courier there. A word to McCormick coming inside and brings him down. Beavers. Arkwright now. Sees the gap. Tries to straighten up and drive through. He's brought down centre field just inside the Widnes 25. Fieldhouse now takes it right to Tony Burke. Still going Burks. Tremendous strength. Burke there coming from a standing start. He's still driving forward with two Widnes men hanging on to him. Roy Haggerty now. Groves! Oh, I thought he'd give it to Groves and Widnes intercept him. So it's Widnes now on the burst. Neil Holding brings Duncan Platt down. Richie Ayres, I think, gets him going. It's on to Kurt Sorensen now. Well, Kurt Sorensen with the ball. He did a bit of crossing. In my opinion, Saints should have had a penalty for Widnes crossing. But it's number 7, comes through David Hume. Whether it's play acting or what, but he's brought to ground. Widnes are awarded the penalty. So Dowd it is. Comes up for the penalty for the extra yardage. Fine touch 10 yards inside the Saints half. And Mackenzie restarts and Widnes move it to the left. Well, Widnes all the time in the world there. They take it left to Derek Pike and he knocks on. So what it should have been a Widnes attack. With 6 tackles to make it count. With 10 yards inside the Saints half. And they put the ball down. Neil Holding to feed. Saints come up with the ball. Holding to Arkwright. Just inside the Widnes half now. Andy Platt takes it to Neil Holding. Back to Andy Platt. Going over to the Saints right wing. No support with him there as he turns round, tries to feed inside. No support. Widnes moving up quickly, but Saints in possession. On to Stuart Evans. Still going Evans, brought down midway between the Widnes 25 and the halfway line. Saints still in possession and Saints bringing it to the left. Roy Haggerty now. Sees the gap. Fieldhouse coming on his left, but he feeds inside to Neil Holding. Wriggles and bobs and weaves forward. Holding. Quick play the ball. On to Fieldhouse now. Pike brings him down. It's the last tackle for Saints. Are they going to have a go for the 1 point? Last tackle and 25 yards out. Beavers brings it left to Chris Arkwright. Chips for the corner, Arkwright. Thackeray gathers it on the full. Tanner brings him down after he'd pushed Kevin McCormick off there. It's Widnes in possession. 10 yards from their own line. Duncan Platt. Lachlan coming over here. And Kevin McCormick bring him down. Mackenzie, hooker for Widnes. Widnes move it left. Derek Pike came to Widnes in a move which saw Harry Pinner go to Lee, linking up with his old boss at Saints, Billy Benyon. Terrific forward, Pike, been at Widnes about 9 years. He shunned a testimonial to come here to Widnes. They've led the Stone Fitter League Championship for most of the season, Widnes. They did lose it temporarily. Saints took the top spot, but they came back in good style, Widnes, and they're still on the top of the tree. Widnes haul it up. Kevin McCormick gathers it. He runs crossfield. He's still going, McCormick. Andy Platt on his outside. Tremendous run from McCormick there. 15, 20 yard crossfield run. Short ball on to Haggerty. Hit the space. Still going, Haggerty. Brought down 10 yards. Centre field. Right in front of the Widnes posts. Saints crowd getting behind the Saints now. John Fieldhouse feeds inside to Paul Groves. He takes it to the left. Dummies still driving forward. Groves brought down 5 yards short. Stuart Evans at dummy half now. Saints got to make it count. Evans drives towards the line on his own. Brought down right on the line. Inches short of a touchdown there, Stuart Evans. Groves at dummy half now. Typical hookers try from Groves, can we? He takes it left to Neil Holding. Luke movement with Arkwright. Sees the gap, feeds it inside to Andy Platt. Still going, Andy Platt. Flicks it back to Roy Haggerty. Shapes up for a drop goal. Drives forward, Haggerty. Flicks it back to Holding. Saints keep it alive. Last tackle now for Saints. Must fancy the chances of popping a drop over here. Tremendous pressure on the Widnes line. Still going, Arkwright. They play it. Beavers comes off the Widnes man. Comes back. But Beavers gathers it and just rolls it into touch. Tremendous pressure on Widnes. They sustained it well. They held out. There's no score. There's 26 minutes of the game gone in the first half, and there's no score. Widnes head and ball. They win the scrum. They take it to the left. 5 scrums to 3 now in Saints' favour. A tremendous game here at Norton Park. Richard Ayres on the break, going forward. Andy Platt goes into him, shoulder in, takes him down Platt. And Chris Arkwright in assistance. Widnes move it left. Kurt Sorensen now. Ducks out to 2 tackles, Sorensen. Good forward this Sorensen. You've got to get him at the first attempt. Otherwise you could end up paying for it. Well, Widnes all offside here. The ball comes back to Barry Dowd. Crossfield kick. Barry Ledger gathers it safely. Awkward kick there. Bouncing kick from Dowd, but Ledger still going forward. Brought down 10 yards short of the halfway line. Beavers stepping up, acting half-back onto John Fieldhouse, onto David Tanner. Comes Crosby well, Courier, rather enthusiastic tackling from Courier. The Widnes right centre. John Fieldhouse brought down in possession, right on the halfway line. Paul Groves takes the ball to the right. Chris Arkwright, he sees the gap. Platt coming on his outside. Arkwright still stood up, releases it. Neil Holding takes a very difficult ball there with Kurt Sorensen bearing down on him. Took a knock in that tackle. Neil Holding very brave going down for that ball. Fieldhouse, lofty pass to David Tanner. Has to go in field, Tanner. Taken down by Courier and Mackenzie, I think it is. It's live wire hooker Mackenzie. The ball back to Beavers. Crossfield grubber. Platt hits Platt's foot. Duncan Platt for Widnes and goes dead, so it's going to be a drop out from under the sticks. Well, Platt didn't think he'd touched it, but it was quite clear from our position that the ball had touched Platt. It veered off as Beavers kicked to the left, and the ball touching Platt and going to the right. He let it go dead, but it's Widnes they're going to have to drop out from between their own posts. 12 minutes of the first half gone, no score, and a tremendous game we've got here. Real top of the table clash. Barry Ledger comes across centre field, looking for the gap. Sees the gap, Ledger bursting through. Still going, Ledger brought down on the 25. Terrific 50-yard run from Barry Ledger from the right wing over to the left from that Duncan Platt dropout. Just had a bit of support with him, Ledger there. Evans flicks it up to Groves. Terrific tackle there from Duncan Platt. Good drive from Stuart Evans. He'll hold him from dummy half. Takes it right. Chris Arkwright straightens up. Brought down 5 yards short of the Widnes try line. Neil Holding now. Acting half back for Saints. Moving it to the left. Roy Haggerty. Still going Haggerty. Is he over? No, brought down inches short Haggerty. Stretch for the line, but solid Widnes tackling. Forcing back. Neil Holding now. Sees the gap. Drives forward. Quick play the ball, Kevin McCormick at dummy half. 4 Widnes men there, flicks it to the right, Beavers. Diagonal kick through, but it's too deep. Plenty of pressure from the Saints there, but Widnes hold out again. No score, Widnes 25-yard tap, they take it quickly. It's David Hume, scrum half for Widnes in possession. Mackenzie at dummy half. Sorensen inside to Sorensen. He straightens up, but Groves and Tony Burke, I think that is, bring him to the ground. Barry Dowd now tries to get Widnes going. The dummy, Paul Hume, I think that is. Dummy's one way, then the other, but he has to take the tackle. Tony Burke moves up very quickly. The ball back to Duncan Platt for the kick up field. Crossfield Grubber, awkward bouncing ball. Barry Ledger takes it safely. Certainly been had plenty of action this first half. Ledger crossfield again. Speedy winger Ledger. Been out of favour with injury and loss of form this season, but he's come back at the end of the season, retained his position. The ball going to Andy Platt there, an uncharacteristic of Andy Platt. A rare mistake from this chap, and the ball goes to ground. So it's going to be a scrum down just outside the Saints 25. It's Widnes head and ball. It'll be David Hume to feed. One against the head. Saints come away with it. Beavers on the break. Inside to David Tanner. Takes it safely. Bursting through Tanner. Andy Platt on his right, but he couldn't release the ball. Solid tackle from Paul Hume there, but it's Saints on the attack. In the Widnes half. John Fieldhouse flicks the ball out. Tidied up by Chris Arkwright. Sorensen comes in, super tackle from Sorensen, international Kiwi forward, bounces Chris Arkwright down. Neil Holding onto Roy Haggerty, short ball to Loughlin, onto Barry Ledger, kicks for the line, but it goes into touch. The idea was right for Ledger, with speed merchant Martin Afire marking him today. Ledger received that ball off Loughlin, he tried to kick through, but it went into touch. Otherwise the chase would have been on for the line. About 8 minutes of this half remaining, no score. Widnes head and ball, Widnes feed, and Widnes come up with the scrum this time. Right on their own 25 line. Try to move to the right. Richie Ears straightens up, drives forward. St Helens lad, this Richie Ears. Had a successful Barla tour down under and was snapped up quickly by this Widnes outfit. Arkwright gets the loose ball. Runs right into the arms of Mike O'Neill, but it's Saints in possession. Fieldhouse at dummy half. Moving it to the right. Andy Platt straightens up. Brought down right on the 25. Centre field. Beavers moving up as the extra man. Groves and Holding work the loop movement. Groves again. Over to the right. It's charged down by Martin Afire. Knock on. It's knocked to the ground. Hit his hands. Knocked to the ground. He gathers the ball, but it constitutes the knock on. So it's going to be a Saints feed. I think if he's giving that knock on by Afire, he must do. Yes, Neil Holding has the ball. It's Saints head and ball. Just inside the Widnes 25. Saints come up with the ball. Trying to work the loop movement there, but the 5 tackles. The 20 yards short of the Widnes line. The 5 tackles to make it count. Arkwright's at dummy half. And Saints move it to the left. Neil Holding. John Fieldhouse. Into space. Solid tackling. Kurt Sorensen in again. Leading by example. He's the captain. He certainly gets this Widnes outfit ticking. Neil Holding again. Tony Burke coming through. On the burst. Paul Hume brings him down. Loughlin, Neil Holding, inside to Phil Beavers, into passing from Saints, on to Stuart Evans, head down, drives forward, still going Evans, brought down 2 yards short of the Widnes try line. Phil Beavers now, got to have something, a bit of inspirational magic from these Saints, got to get points on the board here. Roy Haggerty, Takes the tackle. Groves coming round for the loop movement. It's the last tackle now of this set of 6. Neil Holding having a go for drop. Oh, way out to the right there. The ball goes dead. So it's going to be Widnes to restart with a 25-yard tap. Mackenzie gets the ball, quickly moves upfield, wants to quick play the ball. Passes it round Groves onto Sorensen. Widnes kick upfield, Barry down. Beavers gathers it. Comes crossfield. Still going Beavers. Tanner goes back with him. Tanner now attacked in the half-back. Going crossfield, Tanner. Solid display from this lad. Played in all the back positions for the Saints since his signing from Fyle Rugby Union Club. John Fieldhouse. Quick play from Saints. Groves bursting through. 10 yards inside the Widnes half. Roy Haggerty now going from acting half-back, going on his own, shrugs one up. On to Pike, flicks it back to Groves. Saints keep the ball alive. Tony Burke, Arkwright, quick hand, Andy Platt. Inside, Chris Arkwright gathers it. On to Tony Burke now. Saints still in possession. Burke driving towards the 25. High tackling from Sorensen there. Referee choosing to ignore it as the touch judge on this side. The ball back to Roy Haggerty, having a go for drop. Can he break the deadlock? No goal. No goal ruled on the last tackle. So 5 minutes remaining of this first half in this terrific top of the table clash Stones Bitter League Championship game at Norton Park. No score and just 5 minutes remaining of the first half. Widnes in possession. They just restarted with a 25-yard tap from that attempted drop goal by Roy Haggerty, which was ruled wide, and the ball going dead. Widnes in possession, moving it to the right. Derek Pike. Fieldhouse in there quickly. Pike releases it. Duncan Platt bursting through. Beavers takes it. Oh, Beavers, he eludes Beavers' tackle. He's still going, Duncan Platt. A fire. A fire going in for the try. That breaks the deadlock in the 36th minute of the first half. O'Fire extends his Widnes try-scoring record lead here at Norton Park and the top of the table in the try-scoring charts. Brilliant break there from Duncan Platt. Midway in his own half, he burst through. Phil Beavers missed the tackle. Platt carried on going. He flicked it to his right, and a fire coming off the left wing over to the right, tagged on to the end of that ball, and there was nothing the Saints defence could do about it. He went in midway between the posts and this right on the touchline, breaking the deadlock, and it's 4 points to 0 in Widnes' favour now. I think that's Safire's 37th try of the season. He certainly was looking, he's all over the field looking for these tries. He moved over here well. He saw the break was on from Duncan Platt. Duncan Platt breaking through some feeble Saints tackling. He had a man on his outside. I just don't know who it was, but that man took the ball, the Widnes player, and a fire loomed up on his right-hand side and touched down unopposed about 10-15 yards to the right of the sticks. So it's Duncan Platt now looking for the conversion. 4 points to 0 in Widnes' favour. Yes, Duncan Platt bangs it right between the sticks. So Widnes there, 6 points to 0 in the lead. That's all we had to wait for, just a break from either team. Defence is on top in this first half so far. 2 minutes remaining of the first half there. A fire going over in the 36th minute, but with the goal kicking attempt, or the conversion attempt I should say, and it's now 2 minutes to go. Saints have to kick off, trailing just before half-time. Terrible time to go behind just before half-time, but it's well within the capabilities of the Saints. They've got to hit back if possible before the half-time hooter. It's Widnes in possession just outside their own 25. On to Derek Pike, solid tackling there from Saints. Pike stood up in the tackle, but other Saints forwards come up and bang him to the ground. The ball coming back to Duncan Platt for the kick up field. Bill Beavers takes it safely on the full. Ledger on his outside, but Beavers drives forward. Uncharacteristic missed tackle from Phil Beavers there. The ball now with Barry Ledger. Saints got to play upfield, move it up quickly, spread the ball out and get points on the board before half-time. Fieldhouse straightens up, goes up centre field, flicks it back, it touches Sorensen. Onto Arkwright now. Whether the referee will wave the tackles off, I don't know. Well, touch judge on here. Number 12, Paul Hume, going to be spoken to. Going in there on Chris Arkwright through a fist in. Being spoken to by a referee Holsworth. Saints going to take the goal for goal, have the penalty goal attempt, I should say. Sonny Saints' third penalty award, opposed to witness a 5 in this first half, with Saints tidying up on the scrums by 7-4. But it's just a break there that saw that a fire try, put Widnes in the lead. It's Paul Loughlin now. Trying to put points on the board for Saints to reduce the deficit. Looks good from here, yes, right between the sticks. No! Well, that surprised me. It looked very good from here. It was a very lofty kick, very high from Loughlin, but obviously adjudged to go to the right of the posts. Well, we've played the 40th minute now, only injury time now, and I don't think we've had any of that. Ball to Andy Platt. There's the half-time hooter. Well, I didn't hear it up here, but there's the half-time hooter. So Saints going in, trailing 6-0 at half-time. Just that individual effort there. Duncan Platt bursting through. Phil Beavers missing the tackle on Platt. He fed it to the right, Platt, and a fire latched onto the end of it. He went over 15 yards to the right of the posts, and Duncan Platt stepping up, converted the goal. The goal conversion to the fire try, so 6-0 in Widnes' favour at half-time. Hello, John. Widnes just taking the lead, 4 minutes short of the interval. 36 minutes, Martin a fire try, converted by Duncan Platt, putting Widnes 6-0 in the lead. Tremendous game, and no doubt with the usual words of wisdom from Maestro Alex at half-time. It puts Saints in good stead. I mean, you can't grumble at the performance in the first half up to that 36th minute when Platt burst through. Just some sloppy tackling from the Saints, and Widnes capitalising on it, and a fire going in, I believe, for his 39th try and not 37, as I stated before. There's the Widnes team out now. Kurt Sorensen first. No substitutions for either team in the first half, and none at half-time, as far as I'm aware. Saints looking to complete the double over Widnes this season. They already beat them at Nosey Road by 25 points to 0. We're also looking to complete a treble of wins, as we played Widnes in the first round of the John Player Trophy at Nosey Road in November, just running out winners by 12 points to 10. But Widnes are leading at present by 6 points to 0. They've got the league championship set in the sights, the league championship trophy. With 40 minutes to go, with Saints to kick off. Paul Loughlin starts the second half. So what a tremendous second half we've got in prospect. I think that's Rick Thackeray stopping the ball with his foot. Yes, it was Rick Thackeray. It bounced forward more than he would like, but he gathered it. It's Widnes still in possession. Saints moving up very quickly, hoping to force the Widnes outfit to complete the 6 tackles in their own 25. Chris Arkwright, Paul Groves and Roy Haggerty in there. The ball comes out. Back up to Duncan Platt. Phil Beavers takes it safely. Paul Hume moves up, tackles Beavers, brings him down 5 yards inside the Widnes half. Stuart Evans now at dummy half, going from acting half back on his own. 20-yard run from Evans. brought down 10 yards short of the Widnes 25. Arkwright, left to Andy Platt. Flicks a lovely ball up to David Tanner. Tanner brought down right on the 25 now. Saints on the attack, Saints in possession. Neil Holding, Tony Burke, diagonal run, crossfield from Burke. Essential that Saints get early points on the board in the second half. Well, a quick loop movement wanted there with Neil Holding and Chris Arkwright, but Arkwright fumbled the ball. It's going to be a scrum, centre field, just inside the Widnes 25. Widnes head and ball. Widnes come up with the ball from the scrum. So Widnes there winning the first scrum of the second half. Courier with the ball. Widnes move it to the left. Sorensen taken down by Fieldhouse. And Tony Burke together with Paul Groves. Mackenzie now from acting half-back. Lively character this Mackenzie, spreads it out to the right. Looks like Duncan Platt linking up with the attack. The ball back to Barry Dowd, he kicks upfield. Well, siding kick from Dowd. Just slots in between Phil Beavers and Kevin McCormack. Finds touch. So that puts pressure on the Saints. It's a scrum down midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. It is Saints head and ball. But Widnes kicking upfield there for added yardage. Pegging the Saints back as far upfield as they possibly can. Neil Holding now to feed. Widnes push and push the Saints off the ball, so Widnes take one against the head. Dowd, bending it left, Duncan Platt linking up. Taken down first time that time by brother Andy. Derek Pike straightens up, drives up centre field. Tony Burke comes up with the ball. Doing well Tony Burke lately. Andy Platt round the bottom, and Tony Burke comes up with the ball. Fieldhouse onto Stuart Evans. Drives up centre field. Sorensen bounces him to the ground. Tremendous tackle from Sorensen there on Evans. Well, Saints awarded the penalty. No, beg your pardon, Widnes awarded the penalty. Evans penalised for an altercation there with Kurt Sorensen after that crunching tackle by Sorensen. So Widnes now with the penalty right on the halfway line, centre field. Well, they always have a go for us every time we come up at this particular spot, and it was Barry Dowd that time, but they hit the scaffolding. And it's Widnes on the attack. Richard Earls. Well, nothing in that tackle there. Nothing in that tackle at all. But Chris Arkwright receiving 10 minutes in the sin bin after only 5 minutes second half. Chris Arkwright receiving 10 minutes in the sin bin for an alleged high tackle on Richard Earls. Referee Holdsworth speaking to Paul Groves. He is the Saints captain. He can question the decision, but referee Holdsworth certainly ripping into him at that occasion. So it's Widnes now receiving another penalty. Saints down to 12 men. Mackenzie restarts onto Derek Pike. So Saints with it all to do now, under a lot of pressure. Sorensen coming crossfield. Platt takes him down. The pass to number 7 there, David Hume, looked a hint forward, but play's allowed to go on. Mackenzie onto Paul Hume. Back to Paul Hume. onto Platt, linking up, Neil Holding. Looks as though he was in space, he intercepted that ball, but he couldn't get away. Duncan Platt hanging on to him, but it's Saints in possession. The ball with John Fieldhouse. Turns round, flicks it back, keeps the ball alive, onto Stuart Evans now. Solid tackling there from Widnes, 3 men in. Pike, O'Neill and Sorensen. And Saints move it to the left, Beavers linking up. Quick ball onto Roy Haggerty. Dummies for going infield, feeds it onto Kevin McCormick, but he's forced into touch. Solid Widnes tackling over there on the far side. Obviously they've got the smell of this league championship, and they're certainly not going to give it up if they can possibly help it. There's just 7 minutes of this second half gone. Widnes still in the lead by 6 points to 0. Scrum down just inside the Saints half, Widnes to feed, and Widnes come up. Well, Saints penalised there, Neil Holding for going round offside at the scrummage. So certainly not getting any favours off referee Holdsworth this afternoon. Obviously his Widnes eye is fully open. So Widnes kick upfield. 3 penalties and 3 scrums in Widnes' favour, and nothing to Saints in this second half. Widnes bursting through, brought down on the 25 after a planned move there. Dowd, Widnes moving it left. Richard Ayres flicks it back to Dowd again. Gives the dummy, diagonal run, but he's brought down just inside the Saints 25. Mackenzie going from acting half-back on his own, looking for the support. Well, a mix-up there, and the ball touching a Saints player and a Widnes player, so referee Holdsworth, it's Saints ball. Saints coming up with it, Beavers quickly down, on to Tony Burke. Saints pegged in their own 25, certainly with it all to do now, down to 12 men, trailing by 6 points to 0. Andy Platt, bursting through Platt, he made one tackle but brought down 10 yards outside I should say, the Saints 25, John Fieldhouse. Paul Loughlin, stretching his legs, driving forward, brought down right in front of us on the halfway line. A fire taking a knock there, and Saints move it left, have to move it quickly. Neil Holding, Roy Haggerty, lofty pass from Haggerty onto Tanner. Comes in field Tanner. Widnes come up with the ball. David Tanner going there across field, but Widnes come up. They have the possession, they move it quickly to the left. Duncan Platt linking up. The only try of the first half came from Duncan Platt. A brilliant break by him. He knocked on the referee Holdsworth seeing it. Platt bounces the ball to the ground in his disgust. That's Neil Holding to feed now. Saints come up with the ball. Take it over to the left. David Tanner. Courier comes in field. Tackle round the head, Courier. A very enthusiastic tackling from Andy Courier there. Haggerty. Luke movement with Neil Holding. On to John Fieldhouse. Flicks it. Well, I thought he flicked it up to Andy Platt there. Holding the dummy half. On to Stuart Evans. Straightens up. Drives forward. Still in possession, Groves bringing it blindside to Neil Holding, short ball to Andy Platt, beats one, flicks it up to Loughlin, has to take the tackle just inside the 25 now. Ledger takes it left for Saints. Holding, long pass to John Fieldhouse, straightens up, drives forward field, head tackle on Fieldhouse, onto Andy Platt. Referee Holdsworth just choosing to ignore these head tackles on the Saints. Last tackle now, Phil Beavers gives the dummy, lofts it out. On to Tanner. He has to take the tackle, and it's the 6th tackle, so it's the changeover, the first changeover we've had in this game. Widnes in possession. Dowd driving forward. 10 minutes of the second half gone. 6 points to 0 in Widnes' favour. Saints down to 12 men. Andy Platt receiving 10 minutes in the sin bin, but Widnes breaking quickly. Beavers coming cross field. Takes his man onto a fire. Well, nobody's going to stop this man. Oh, fire goes down. Brilliant break here. Darren Wright. Widnes quickly breaking from their own 25. Beavers come in. He tackled Wright. He was committed. He slipped the ball up to Martin Afire, and nobody can outpace this fella in a straight run. Touches down about 10-15 yards to the left of the sticks. Further extends Widnes' lead to 10 points to 0. Afire receiving the plaudits of the crowd. Saints go further behind. Well, just 2 breaks from this Widnes outfit, and it's paid dividends. 4 minutes short of the half-time, and now 11 minutes into the second half. So Duncan Platt now with the conversion to this Afire try. 10 points to 0 in Widnes' favour. And certainly Widnes, as I said before, they've got this championship trophy in the sights, and they're not going to give it up. Platt stepping up. No, takes it to the left of the posts. An easy kick. Well, it should have been an easy kick from Platt, Duncan Platt. So 10 points to 0 now, and Martin Afire with his 40th try of the season. The Saints with it all to do. Paul Loughlin along the floor, kicks off. Widnes take it 10 yards from their own line. To play it. No, it's Thackeray. Thackeray it was, he'd come in field. But it's Widnes bringing it back to the left now. Quick play onto Mike O'Neill. Brought down centre field, right on the 25-yard line, the Widnes 25 line that is. Looking for a quick break at the play of the ball. Saints tackling quickly in there. 3-man Saints tackle. Groves is one of them there with Roy Haggerty. And the ball back to Duncan Platt for the kick upfield, but Groves is quickly up there. He follows the man on the ball, Duncan Platt, and brings him down. Well, the ball comes out of the tackle. The referee Holdsworth signifies the scrum down. That's the scrum down on the Widnes 25. Saints head and ball. And we can finally get the scrum. It's Widnes head and ball. Beg your pardon. David Hume with the feed, but Widnes are penalised. Forfeiting. Differential penalty. And Saints are looking to make a substitution with Paul Farber coming on as a replacement for Tony Burke. So whether Tony Burke's taken a knock, he did get replaced at Nosey Road against Wigan on Good Friday. But Paul Farber there coming on for Tony Burke. Phil Vevers with the penalty. Finds touch less than 10 yards short of the Widnes try line. So it Saints to restart. Evans on the burst. Brought down just short. Neil Holding now. Takes it to Paul Farber. First touch. Drives again for the line, Farber. Brought down about a yard short. Saints now, they've got to get points on the board quickly as possible. Loop movement with Holding. Takes it quickly to the right. David Tanner flicks it back. Widnes come up with the ball. Saints force back. Looking for to spread it out wide to the right. But Widnes come up with the ball. 15 minutes of the second half gone. 10 points to 0 in Widnes' favour. Sorensen breaking through. David Hume on his outside, but Sorensen couldn't release. Fieldhouse comes in with a tackle, but it's Widnes spreading it quickly. On to Courier. Thackeray on his outside, but Courier takes the tackle. And Widnes now spreading it left. Diagonal kick through for a fire. chases on with a fire and Ledger. Well, I don't think he touched it down. The ball looks as though as the fire went to grab hold of it, Ledger kicked it dead. Rightly ruled so by referee Holdsworth. Yes, he's ruled that Ledger has kicked it dead because he's awarded a drop out in front of the, right in between the Saints sticks. The Saints back to full complement now. Chris Arkwright coming back on field after his 10 minutes in the sin bin when a fire went in for that 11th minute try in the second half. So Phil Beavers now drops out, taken by Mike O'Neill. Just inside his own half, he stumbles, but he gets up and drives forward, crossfield. Looks like Andy Platt, that. Super tackle from Platt, in with the shoulder, brings the man down. Onto Barry Dowd, moving it left. Paul Hume, loose ball. Loughlin scoops it up. Quickly gets three-man Widnes attention. As Paul Groves at dummy half, looking to get the Saints going. Taking it to the left, Arkwright, Holding. Onto Roy Haggerty. Always looking for the gap, Haggerty flicks it out to Neil Holding. Gives the dummy, bursting through Holding. Onto Chris Arkwright. Looking for support on his right. Loughlin there, but he couldn't release it. A good tackle there from Darren Wright, I think it was. But it's Andy Platt steaming upfield. The ball wrenched from his hands. Play allowed to go on. Widnes in possession. Well, he rules one rule for one and one for another. The touch judge is on. Paul Farber being spoken to. Widnes awarded the penalty. 4 penalties to 1 in Widnes' favour this half, with Widnes also tidying up on the scrums by 3-1. And Saints making another substitution there with 14. Doherty coming on for Dave Tanner, I think number 4. And Widnes bringing on Stephen O'Neill for number 8, Derek Pike. But it's Widnes now in possession. Sorensen going crossfield, feeds it back to number 12, Paul Hume. Loughlin and Groves take him down right in front of us. The sun's coming out now at Norton Park. It's Widnes in the lead by 10 points to 0. And now to Stephen O'Neill, brother of Mike, just coming on now as a substitute for Derek Pike. The ball coming back to David Hume. He grubbers crossfield. Yes, he finds touch about 15 yards from the Saints line. Terrific kick there from David Hume. Pegging the Saints back in their own 25. Trailing by 10 points to 0. It's halfway through this second half. Neil Holding to feed. Saints come up with the ball. 3-4 Widnes players try to force him into touch. But it's Saints spreading it to the right. Chris Arkwright shows the dummy. Looks for the gap, drives forward. Brought down 10 yards outside his own 25. Fieldhouse and Holding working the loop movement. Fieldhouse looks as though he's going to feed inside to Doherty, but Doherty steps up for his first touch at dummy half. Loop movement with Holding now, and Doherty going crossfield. Came on a substitute against Wigan at Good Friday at Nosey Road. He was Saints' sole scorer. Groves. Short ball to Loughlin. Flicks it out to Andy Platt. On to Roy Haggerty. On to Barry Ledger, but the ball goes down. Ledger regathers, so it's going to be a scrum down. I think the initial Ledger knock-on are going to be ruled. It'll be Widnes head and ball with David Hume to feed. 10 yards outside the Widnes 25. Widnes come up with the ball. Richard Ayres now. Solid tackling from Saints. Bring him down centre field, midway between the Widnes 25 and the halfway. And the break's on again. Over to this fire wing. It's Darren Wright, brought down by Paul Loughlin and Barry Ledger. Oh, beg your pardon, it was Mike O'Neill brought down there. Mackenzie flicks the ball back. Awkward ball, but Widnes player tidies it up. Paul Hume attacked in half-back. Goes on his own. Stuart Evans tackles him. On to Duncan Platt. Farber bounces him to the ground, right on the halfway line. David Hume now. Farber in again with Arkwright. That's the changeover. That's just the second changeover of the match. One each there. Farber at dummy half. Takes it left to Doherty. On to Andy Platt. Still going Platt. Drives upfield. Brought down 10 yards inside the Widnes half. Saints got to spread it out. Try and get points on the board. Loughlin now. Has to take the tackle. Darren Wright that time. Takes him down just a yard into the field of play. Stuart Evans, Sorensen and Mike O'Neill complete the tackle. And Groves attacked in half-back for Saints. Arkwright, Holding into space. Still going Neil Holding. On to Doherty, young Doherty. Can he touch down? He brought down just in front of the sticks. 5 yards short of the Widnes try line. Good break there from Neil Holding. Saw the gap and went forward. But Widnes are penalised for lying on. Saints quickly take a tap. Andy Platt going for the line. Yes, he touches down there. Brilliant try from Platt. 23 minutes of the second half gone. And that puts Saints' first points on the board. The initial break from Neil Holding. He went up centre field, fed on to Doherty. Doherty tried to wriggle over. He was brought down a couple of yards short. Widnes were penalised for lying on in the tackle. Saints quickly played it to the left. And Andy Platt went over 10-15 yards to the left of the posts, touching down for Saints' first points of the afternoon. That's Andy Platt's 7th try of the season. Reduces the deficit to 10 points to 4 at present. And Paul Loughlin, with his attempt to convert this Andy Platt try. Unsuccessful with a couple of attempts early on in the first half. Yes, well, that's puts a different complexion on the game. Season, it puts Saints back in the hunt, just trailing by 10 points to 6. There's a quarter of an hour of the game remaining. Kevin McCormick now, one of his rare touches of this second half, brought down immediately by Steve O'Neill. On to Paul Farber now, one of Saints' most promising up-and-coming forwards. Farber just dropping onto the substitutes bench for today's game, but he's just come on replacing Tony Burke. Andy Platt now drives upfield. 3-man Widnes tackle brings him down. Well, referee right on the job there, and obviously the ball released from Platt's grip. They don't, sometimes they shout hell, sometimes they don't. Your guess is as good as mine. But it's Saints head and ball. Saints come up with the ball, work the dummy movement with Andy Platt. The loose forward going one way and the scrum half going the other. Widnes well up to the ploy this time. Roy Haggerty from Mackin half-back. Flicks the ball back to Paul Doherty. Saints on the attack now. Arkwright on to Paul Loughlin. Still going upfield. Saints in possession. Another score essential for the Saints. Moving it left. Neil Holding. Paul Farber. Flicks it inside to Roy Haggerty. On to Vivers. Keeps it going, Saints. Arkwright. On to Loughlin. Forward pass being ruled by referee Holdsworth. Well, he's better eyesight than we have up here, because we're right in line with it there, and no way that was a forward pass. He was in the Widnes half, on the Widnes side, but he reckons he saw it, and that's the ruling, so that's what you've got to put up with, isn't it? So Paul Hume feeding the scrum there, playing in the second row, but he fed that scrum and Widnes win the ball, tidying up 5-3 in scrum possession. Barry Dowd being brought down, solid tackling there from Chris Arkwright. Paul Hume again, taking it right to Steve O'Neill. Farber well in there at the tackle. Widnes in possession, driving upfield. Barry Dowd, high up and under. Well taken by Phil Beavers. Beats Mackenzie, still going forward Beavers. Finally brought down by Joe Grimmer. Joe Grimmer just coming on substitute on the Widnes side. I don't know who he's replaced. Looks like Stephen O'Neill. No, Stephen O'Neill's there. Andy Platt breaking on the left. Feeding on to Kevin McCormick. Still going McCormick, brought down just short of the Widnes 25. Saints putting the best rugby together now. The ball flicks out. Paul Groves takes it. Diagonal run from Groves. Playing his captain's part, Groves. Holding on to Chris Arkwright. Short ball there. Neil Holding kicks through, it hits the Widnes player. Sorensen knocks it back, so Widnes can carry on. The replay. David Hume there. Restart and Widnes in possession. Paul Hume taken down by Paul Farber and Stuart Evans. Steve O'Neill brought down just short of the halfway line. Widnes leading 10 points to 6. Just 11 minutes of the game remaining. Joe Grimmer flicks the ball round to Martin Afire. Goes in field, chips it through. If he gathers it, it's a try. Yes, he's in for his hat-trick. Well, all those kids coming round at the back of the sticks there could be dangerous. There's a fire there. He got hold of that ball in one hand and you could see his delight. Jumped up and down with the ball. He could have easily lost the ball, but he held on to it there. The break was on, a bit of brilliance there. The fire kicks the ball upfield. Regathers the kick and touches down right behind the sticks. Well, that's it now. Surely Saints can't come back. It's going to be 16 points to 6 when Duncan Platt tags on this conversion. No, Duncan Platt's not coming up for the conversion. Perhaps it's Duncan Platt that's gone off. Yes, I think it is. It's Duncan Platt that went off, replaced by Joe Grimmer. So it's Barry Dowd coming up for the kicking duties. Tag on the extra points to this Afire try, so Afire completing his hat-trick, which what will certainly secure the league championship for Widnes. The Dowd steps up, yes, no problem. 16 points to Widnes, 6 points to Saints. 10 minutes of the game remaining, and Saints certainly with it all to do. In all the time I've been watching rugby and come to Widnes, I've never heard him be so vocal, the Widnes spectators. You never usually get a peep out of them. But they've certainly got the bit between the teeth. They know they're going to be champions. They've only one game to play against Hunslet at Telland Road. And certainly when they're in this frame of mind, they're going to make sure it doesn't slip from the grip. Joe Grimmer. Paul Doherty quickly in there with Paul Groves. Change of direction from Widnes. Paul David Hume that was. Off the left foot, then going to the right, spreading the ball to the right, but Widnes coming back upfield to Dowd. Rubbers through, Vivers takes it. The hurried kick from Dowd. Vivers takes it well and is brought down 10 yards short of the halfway line. Kevin McCormick from acting halfback, trying to go on his own. Quick hands from Saints, Andy Platt. Bursting through. Had a tremendous performance for Saints in the pack today. But Saints just not able to put it together, just trailing by 10 points, 16 points to 6. So Roy Haggerty now flicks it inside to Barry Ledger. Beg your pardon, Kevin McCormick. Kevin McCormick on the left wing, Barry Ledger on the right wing for Saints. Paul Doherty now. Inside to Evans, on to... Evans gives the dummy. Flicks it over to Neil Holding. Short ball to Loughlin, on to Barry Ledger now. Down this right wing, Ledger kicks crossfield, a fire shoulder charges him. A penalty ruled by referee Holdsworth. As Ledger, he kicked the ball, a fire shoulder charged him. Possibly instinctive reaction, but Saints received the penalty. Paul Groves on to Stuart Evans. Evans drives to the line. Brought down a yard short. Groves attacked in half-back, but Widnes kicked the ball through, so that'll constitute another 6 tackles. Barry Ledger turns it inside to Paul Forber. Steeps towards the line, Forber. Brought down inches short. Saints with another 6 tackles now to make it count. Trailing by 10 points. Groves on to Neil Holding. Chris Arkwright taking it crossfield, trying to straighten up. Still going forward, about 8 yards short of the Widnes line. Haggerty back to Groves, takes it safely back to Neil Holding, takes it to the left. On to Loughlin, back to Neil Holding, he juggles with it, but he gathers it safely, but he's forced back. Saints losing ground, lose 10 to 15 yards in that movement. 7 minutes of the game remaining and Saints trailing by 16 points to 6. Gonfilo, short ball though. But Mackenzie comes up with it, just slips through the Saints player's hands. Mackenzie comes up with the ball. So Widnes on the break. Sorensen, tremendous forward, beats off one tackle, feeds it outside to Thackeray. Saints come back, bang Thackeray down, 5 or 6 yards short of the halfway line. Sorensen now, certainly had a captain's part today. Overlap for Widnes here, super tackle, Ledger goes infield. And snuffs out the Widnes attack there. Mike O'Neill, still going. Looking for a fire on the left, but impeded. Referee Holdsworth awarding Widnes a penalty, with the fire being impeded as O'Neill broke through. He looked over to the left to a fire. He wasn't there. Referee Holdsworth awards the penalty. Barry Dowd stepping up now. 5 minutes of the game remaining. Saints trailing by 16 points to 6. Well, I'll just have to cancel my weekend trip to the Isle of Man now. We're so looking forward to going to the Isle of Man with Saints as league champions. Got 2 results over this Easter period. Saints going down to Wigan on Good Friday, and certainly looks as though they're going to go down here at Norton Park to Widnes. So Widnes will be the Stones Bitter League champions for 1987-88. Paul Hume has to take the tackle. Groves and Doherty bring him down. Widnes look as though they're going to line up for an up and under. The ball coming to Dowd. Shaping up for a drop goal, but he brings it to the left. The break's on again. Darren Wright, a fire on his outside. Is he going in for 4? Beavers brings him down this side. He drops the ball. He releases the ball, rugby union style. Obviously hoping for a Widnes player to follow up. But it's Saints in possession. Fieldhouse driving forward. Greamer and Richie Hers bring him down. Fieldhouse taking a knock in that tackle. Already sustained a head injury against the Wigan on Good Friday, but Saints in possession. Stuart Evans driving forward. Joe Greamer on his back. He's brought down 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Neil Holding, little chip kick through. Taken by Andy Currier. Well, he's a big lad, this Currier, and Holding chipped up over Currier's head, or tried to. Currier just stretched his arms up, grabbed it, and put Widnes back on the attack. Kurt Sorensen, Stephen Neal, I beg your pardon. Brought down 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Mackenzie from the dummy half position over to David Hume. Lively scrum half for Widnes. And it's Widnes. Andy Currier sees the gap, straightens up, tries to flick in field, but it's a loose ball and Beavers gathers it. But it's back at the wrong end of the field. Just about 3 minutes of the game remaining. John Fieldhouse flicks it outside to Paul Loughlin. Beats Martin of Fire, goes in field, Loughlin. Stephen Neal and Richie Hers bring him to ground. Paul Doherty for Saints, attacked in half-back. On to Chris Arkwright. Lofty pass over to Andy Platt. Inside pass there to Roy Haggerty. Flicks it back up there, but the Widnes player comes up with it. Mike O'Neill it is that time. He's been all over the field, this Mike O'Neill for Widnes. On to brother Steve O'Neill. And a penalty awarded to Widnes for an infringement in that tackle. Paul Farber and Paul Groves going in. So Widnes, they've had 6 penalties, I think it is, to 2 in the second half. Certainly had all the running in the second half. They're leading by 16 points to 6. There's only 2 minutes of the game remaining. Now it certainly looks as though it's Widnes League Championship. Richard Hers goes through 3 tackles, finally runs into Stuart Evans and Paul Farber. Ball coming back for the drop goal to Steve O'Neill. But he fluffs it, takes it over to the right. He didn't get any lift at all. So it's going to restart with a 25-yard tap. So it's Paul Groves. On to Farber. Coming up pace. Flicks it inside to Groves again. Live wire Groves with the ball going down. Well taken there. Andy Platt, I think. Takes it well, Platt. Saints still in possession. On to Neil Holding. Out to Paul Loughlin. Barry Ledger has to come in field. Beats a fire, comes in field. But Darren Wright, I think that is, takes him down. But it's Saints still in possession. Fieldhouse. Arkwright. Time running out for Saints. That's Widnes ball. And Saints are penalised. Widnes are penalised. Saints awarded the penalty midway between the Widnes 25 and the halfway line. Saints take a quick tap, and Groves driving upfield. Well, we've played 40 minutes of normal time. We're just in injury time now. Haggerty slips the ball out to Doherty. Doherty takes the tackle. Andy Platt at dummy half. Saints take it left. Roy Haggerty off one foot, straightens up, looking to release, does so. Andy Platt again. Still going. On to Stuart Evans. Brought down inches short, Evans. Paul Loughlin. Still brought down Saints, still brought down short. So the referee ruling a drop out from between the sticks. So what happened there, I don't know. Obviously, ball coming loose, I would imagine. A Widnes player touching it down. And Widnes supposed to drop out from between their own posts. Taken on the full by Phil Beavers. Drives upfield, centre field. All on the final hooter here now at Norton Park. Well, there we are, there's the final hooter. So Widnes running out winners by 16 points to 6. 3 tries from this man of fire. He's been highly tipped for a place in Mal Riley's Great Britain squad, which is due to be announced tomorrow. He scored 3 tries today. 1 converted by Duncan Platt. The first one converted by Duncan Platt. The last one by Barry Dowd. 16 points to Widnes. St Sonny points coming in the 23rd minute of the second half with an Andy Platt try converted by Paul Loughlin. The score at that time being 10 points to 6. It's just trailing by 4, but they couldn't penetrate this Widnes defence. So Widnes now 6 points clear in the Stones Bitter League Championship. They've only 1 game to play at Hunslet away, and they're certainly not going to let it go this time. So on behalf of myself, Ron Hoof, your cameraman Brian Pears, and on behalf of Micron Video, I bid you a farewell from Norton Park. Unfortunately, Saints going down in their Easter programme, and we hope to see you at Nosey Road next Sunday for the home clash versus Leeds. Widnes in possession, moving it to the right. Derek Pike, Fieldhouse in there quickly, Pike releases it. Duncan Platt bursting through. Beavers takes it. Oh, Beavers, he eludes Beavers' tackle. He's still going, Duncan Platt. A fire going in for a try. That breaks the deadlock in the 36th minute of the first half.
Bye.